Yo, what's up guys? We are back for a 25% race because of the disconnect or well, the lobby glitch because of this beautiful game. We are back for 25% race. Everyone has to start on the soft tires and well, it's gonna be a fun little 25% race, you know. Alright. We have the grid is gonna be the grid from the safety car restart. So all the people that lost their places after the hearts, they've got their place back to make it more fair, and also because that is when the glitch started. So 25% race, not sure what is gonna happen with the points, and there is gonna be a formation. Okay, wasn't sure. So for the grid right now, it's Kian in first, Mirskati in second, Mali in third, as my prediction said. Of course, now another 16 laps to maybe throw that prediction in the bin. Naborp in fourth place, looking quite close. Pascal in fifth place, sixth place says Maui. Lumi in seventh place. Walcott in 8th place, Bombastic in 9th, MGK in 10th, Quench in 11th, and 12th place is Psycho. Renegade in 13th, and the other McLaren Ryan in 14th. 15th place is the Flickas, and 16th place is 16th place. Oh, and some MGK has unfortunately forgot his setup, and that's gonna be hurting him a lot. In this race, everyone should be on softs, and they are. Oh, do we need the lap data? We don't need the lap data, do we? We don't need the lap data. Alright. Jonas should be able to join his party if he wants. I don't think he will. Alright guys, let me know if there's a little bit sound. I couldn't do a test. I will do it now. Oh, you can hear my coughing. No. Alright. I'm sounding beautiful as ever. As the people are lining up for the grid for this little 25% race. It should be a fun one. I never like these cams because I can't see shit. Let's just take a look from Pascal's point of view right now, because we can see the most things as the lights are going on. 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and they're out. Away we go. It looks like Mali gets a good bad start, Mirskati with a worse start there. Mali goes side to side with Mirskati there. Looks like he's gonna be able to make that move on the inside for the corner. Here he makes the move, and now Naborp is up to very close to him. Bombastic also with a very good start, going side to side with MGK. No, that's not MGK. That's someone else. Lumi also had a good start there. Maui also losing a position already. These people going side to side, and that has been the start. Mali with a very good start, going up to second place, and the other Ferrari Lumi also going up to 6th place from 7th on the grid. So it looks like Nick at the back of the grid also had a very good start, and there has been a spinner, Psycho, which I've completely missed, unfortunately. Looking like these cars are very close together, so it's gonna be hard to tell. No mistakes are. You can't make any mistakes, as you can see. Maui going a little bit wide there. Of course, the penalties have also reset it right now, which means you've got another chance to not get any warnings. And so it looks like at the front of the grid, Kian has enough of a gap to keep that first position. and Mali in second. Mirskati in third place. It's looking like Lumi is looking at a move on Passi. Can he make it? Can he do something from that? It doesn't look like it. Gwen's also very close. Bombastic here, very close to Maui. Is he maybe gonna make a dive bomb into the hairpin like he did before? He's not gonna be close enough to do anything yet. But he is following very closely. Maui can't make any mistakes. Of course, all the cars are on soft tires, if you didn't know. It's looking like Maui is not going to be able to do anything at this moment of time. And a little bit of a gaps are creating between these cars. 8/10s, 9/10s between these cars. Lumi is following very closely behind Pascal, and it's looking like what happened. There was a safety car, of course. The yellow flags caused a restart, so we restarted. We're doing a 25%. Everyone's on softs, and the restart is from the safety car restart in the 50%. As Bombastic goes on the grass, but makes the move stick before the corner. Nice move from Bombastic, having more pace than Maui clearly, and making the move. As Mirskati looks like has maybe made a mistake in the first sector, losing time to Mali there, and it's Mali now second on the grid. And the first two players are pulling away, as Mali will realize this, and of course fighting right now would not be smart, as the DRS has opened this lap. And that will of course invite Naworp to go for a move on Mirskati there. After that mistake in the first sector, he will feel confident to maybe get past him, as he has a little bit of a moment over the chicane there. Looks like everyone's bunched up nicely together. Nice DRS train from third place to all the way down to 13th place, with Nick unfortunately already getting a 3-second time penalty. And the gap, yeah, you can see the DRS, the gap is increasing and increasing, and that is why Mali does not want to make the move already, because if Mali there makes a move or at least loses time, then this gap will get smaller and smaller, and we've talked about this before. You want to pull away so that you can fight later in the race. As someone has spun, it looks like MGK has spun. Is it MGK? No, it's not. The Flickas has spun, as he's now last on the grid. And looking for the rest. Oh, sorry guys. So, jeez. Alright. As you can see, Mirskati definitely having a little less pace at this moment, as MGK has now gotten a penalty. As I said, he said in the lobby that unfortunately sorry, I'm just reading this. Unfortunately, that he lost something. I don't know. Now goes here for the move with the DRS on Mirskati. No clue what I was saying. Let's forget about it. As it's just an easy DRS move. Randy now fighting with MGK. Oh yeah, as I was saying, he doesn't have a setup, so he'll be struggling, of course. Cars ahead. Let's look if Naworp can close that gap down to Mali. He's now looking at a podium position. Really good for him. Naworp has not scored a podium this season yet, after winning last season, of course. He'll be very happy if he can convert this third place right now into a podium, and he is pulling away a little bit, that important little bit from Mirskati, and maybe that will be enough for him to not get passed again. As penalties at the back of the grid are coming down. Of course, as I said previously, very easy to get penalties on this track. It's looking like Mali in second place. As Naworp does have good pace compared to Kian, of course. It's looked like Randy has now gone off the track. And it's Mali who went for the move on Kian. Kian didn't fight it, I think. And he got past him quite easily. Of course, doing the smart thing and just not fighting it. As Ryan, Randy and the Flickers are bidding already. As they are bidding, which is gonna, of course, they're stacking. Which isn't smart for them, McLaren boys, but I think Randy got some damage, so he didn't really have a choice to go in the pits. Anyway, so let's take a look. Now we're not being able to close that gap down, unfortunately. Really hard to, after losing the DRS, you have to use so much ERS energy to get back up to third place if you want. And it's looking like Kian and Mali very comfortable, close together. And it's looking like they're gonna get the first two positions. Kian so close with Mali is surely gonna take that lead again. After this DRS, as Lumi, the first guys to pit, are going, and it's Naworp, Mirskati and Lumi, Pascal and Maui, Mirskati, Lumi, Bassi. All of those names kind of similar. Going to the pits, of course, going to the mediums at halfway point because the softs are just better for the 25%. Of course, trying to undercut. Maybe Naworp can get a very good lap in and can close the gap between him and Kian there. Of course, Mali and Kian have seen them pitted, and it's looking. We're just gonna have to see if they're gonna react. It's looking like Bombastic and Walcott are going for the overcut. It's these laps are gonna be very important for them, of course, and we'll see where they come out. As Bombastic now and Walcott at the same time get a 3-second time penalty, and that will hurt them, of course. At the end of the race will hurt them a lot. Everyone with penalties, of course, will lose out a lot. It's looking like not a lot is happening at the moment. Yeah, Kian and Mali go into the pits. I think that's a smart thing to do. Let's see where they come out compared to Naworp. Let's see what they can do. As Ryan also gets a 3-second time penalty. Naworp just going through the last corner, and Kian and Mali, we can see this nice shot. They are far enough ahead. It's looking like, is there a car between them? It's looking like Mirskati is now gonna come out of the pits and has actually overcutted the bunch of them, and Naworp has not gained any time, has only lost time actually, compared to the top two guys. So the overcut worked better. Better to pit in lap 8, and Mali and Kian are now again, of course, gonna try and do the same thing. As Bastik goes next to Lumi there, not able to make the move there, as they're weaving about, maybe signing each other. Some things which we can't guess because I, of course, missed what happened, unfortunately. It's looking like Mirskati's pace right now is going to be very important. It's going to be crucial, of course. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Yeah, he's not on the tires longer, I think, than Mirskati. Did he do an overcut to get past? I think he did. I think he did. No, they pit at the same time. So, did they actually pit at the same time? I'm very confused right now. Apparently they did. Then I'm not sure what happened between them at the pit exit. But according to the game, they're on just as old tires as each other. So, yeah, not sure. But Mirskati is losing time. It's looking like the top two are sealed together. It's blue flags conditions. It's looking like Nick has spun. Unfortunately, after encountering sector 1 there. Very hard, sector 1. Also sector 2 with those curbs. Very easy to spin on this track, as is shown by Nick there. And top 2 controlling the pace quite easily. MGK staying out very late, trying to do something different, which of course most of the time is a good idea, as now we're looking like more pace, but he will be realizing now that the gap is too big to you know, get that second place. And if he starts fighting with Mirskati now, he might be losing place to Lumi then, and that will hurt him of course. So now he's gonna go for the move. A great camera shot there, game. Great camera shot there. Gonna go around the outside and makes the move on Mirskati. Yeah, no, okay, so it's looking like Bombastic has gained places with the overcut, but he has 8 seconds of time penalty, so he got another 5 seconds in a pit probably, and he will drop down the order of course after this whole race. Did gain some positions. Mirskati losing out of course after being 3rd place, after being 2nd even, right? Yeah, he was second on the start. Mali passed him. Now Kian and Mali are still. Oh no, he was. Yeah, no, I'm tripping because it's looking like another spin from Nick in sector 1. And I'm really feeling it in my throat, guys. All this talking. MGK finally going into the pits there. Mali staying behind, waiting for that moment that Mali is gonna go for the pass. He is very low on ERS, as I can see. Kian looking like he's a little bit more comfortable on ERS. Of course Mali has led a couple of laps ago, so he'll probably be saving at this moment in the race. Still, even with DRS, can be hard to overtake, because if you just use your ERS wisely at the end of the lap, you can create a bit of a gap, and then if you use enough ERS on the main straight, you can actually stay ahead, even if the car behind you has DRS. So it's gonna be very important, as he definitely got a warning. I can't imagine him not getting a warning for that one, but we're not sure. Another yellow flags there, and it's, I think it's Ryan there who spun out of Aqua Minerale. Very hard corner. Again, showing how hard this track is and how much Mali and Kian are driving a great race here actually, because both of them also in the 50% were very controlled, driving very good here. And at this moment it's the same thing. They're driving, pulling away, of course, 4.5 seconds now between Rowan in 3rd place. But we have another yellow flag in the last sector. It's looking like Ryan is pitting, and Nick as well might be going for the fastest lap. Might have some fun together, I hope they will, of course. It's looking like another 3-second time for NGK. Only 4 laps remaining. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen in these last couple of laps. These guys following each other very closely. Very close DRS train, of course. And not a lot of laps to go, as Walcott is now very close to Pascal. There, he's gonna try and go for a move. He definitely thought about it, but he didn't go for it. Kian now made a mistake, as I was just a lap ago saying how good they were doing. He makes a mistake and everyone is gonna go past him. Or not everyone, of course, but the top 5 now losing out a lot of position. Also Passy at the end of the straight goes past him. Does he have damage? I'm not sure if he has damage. Out of the last corner, I think he might have damage there. Not quite sure, but Mirskati meanwhile got a penalty because of that. And now Mali is looking at a victory here today. He only has to drive it home. He is even able to afford a 3-second time penalty, but Rowan now in a very good position because of that penalty from Mirskati and also the spin after from Kian. Now in second place. Of course I didn't see the spin unfortunately, but it was out of the last corner. He might have hit a curb, might have gone onto the throttle too quickly, and unfortunately that's his podium chances over. Of course still 2 people in this train with a penalty, and if you stay close enough you should be able to at least stay close enough. Couple of laps remaining here, and as we can see 5-second time penalty Mirskati got. So I'm not sure what happened there, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to remove that. Rowan does prefer the outside here, lets Mirskati go. Doesn't look like he's fighting him too hard there, and he's staying behind him for now. Lumi now is taking a look. Is he gonna send it here? No, that wouldn't be the smartest idea. Very hard to go side to side through these corners, as we have Bombastic now trying to go around the outside, as Kian does make the move on Pascal there, and we also have Walcott there in the back going around Pascal. Of course Pascal's line was compromised there. A great camera angle again, and Walcott does look like he's getting past there, going side to side still a little bit, but Walcott gets the move on Pascal there. Kian now is looking very aggressive of course after making that mistake, and we have a spinner. Lumi spinning, but Kian now making the move back up to 4th place. He wants that podium back, and I was saying his podium chances were over, but he puts himself right now in a position to get that podium. Of course we're not sure if Mirskati is going to be able to remove those 5 seconds, but Kian puts his elbows out and gets past these guys, and in a lap time goes up from 6th place to 4th place. And Rowan now again, he's just calmly behind Mirskati, and the 2 laps remaining, and now everything is unfolding. Lumi will be kicking his balls, because I keep saying kicking his balls, but as Bombastic now with a 3-second time penalty. You already have plenty of penalties, and you already move down the grid, and it looks like he's slowing down. I hope he did that on a safe manner, but with those penalties of course he's not going to be able to get anything out of this race anyway, so I'm not sure why he did that. But Kian now getting close to Naworp. Kian will be very hungry for this 2nd place of course in this train, as Kian now, we see him go on board with him, gets a 3-second time penalty. I was just saying he's going to be very hungry for the 2nd place, and when you're very hungry and you want to do a little bit too much, maybe you make mistakes. And now Naworp is again looking so good, very controlling, and he is without DRS, but he will now make the move on Mirskati. It won't be a hard move for him, as we have Bombastic retiring now from the session. That is in the pit, so nothing too crazy. MGK now closing in on Quent. Will he make the move? Goes to the inside, but because of that camera angle it looks like crazy, and Mirskati now has retired from the session, being in 2nd place, in 3rd place actually, with that penalty. Not sure if he could remove that penalty anyway, but again Rowan comes out of it without any penalty. He will just be thinking, what is going on behind me, and he's gonna be 2nd in the last lap, and surely that's gonna be 2nd for him. Anybody closing in on the rest of the grid, and it's looking like Mirskati in the last lap of the 25% race, after all the hard work, after everything that happened also in the 50% race, to lose it in your last lap. Well, he will definitely be kicking his balls, and Rowan now will be very happy, but it's Mali who's gonna take the Imola crown, Imolian crown, and it's gonna cross the line in P1. And it's a P1 and 2 for QRT Naworp. Rowan in a 2nd place. Great drive from him. Walcott would drop down 1 place to Bassi, will get the 3rd place after all of the people messing up in the last couple of laps. Walcott in 4th and Kian in 5th place at the end because of that 3-second time penalty. He will not be very happy with that. Quenz is 6th place, Maui in 7th place and Psycho in 8th place. 9th place MGK and the other Alpha Tauri rounding up the points finishes, the Flickas. And we have Ryan in 11th place. First race without line. 18 seconds of time penalty in the 25% race. I can't imagine him taking this too serious, of course. First race without line is very hard. And then we have Randy Goat in 12th place. 13th is Lumi. He's also not going to be happy with how this race went. Let's take a look at the fastest lap if I can find it. There we go. Fastest lap goes for Randy Goat outside of the top 10. If Lumi can't get it here, I think he got it. I think he actually got it there, but yeah, fastest lap for Lumi there in the last lap. And what a race that was! It unfolded right at lap 15. Crazy things happening. And Mali has no clue what happened, of course, behind him. But he won't care. He will be very happy with that win. As he will now overtake Jona in the standings. And he will also close in on Lumi. Only 37 points between him and Lumi before going into this race. And here you have the standings at the end of the race. Mali in P1, P1 Mali, and P2 for Nawar. Rounding up the podium places is Pascal, also very good, staying out of trouble. And after those last couple of laps, he ended up in a 3rd place. We'll be very happy with that. Walcott to P4, P5 for Kian, Quenz in P6, 7th for Maui, 8th for Mr. Psycho, 9th for MGK, the Flickas rounding up the points finishes. And then we have Randy Goat, Lumi, Ryan, Mirscotti, Bombastic, Nick and Jona. And another guy who DNF'd, I think. Who DNF'd earlier? Razorback DNF'd earlier? I think Razorback DNF'd earlier in the 50% race. And I think that's everyone. I hope I didn't forget anyone. But I hope you guys enjoyed this race. If you did, smash that like button. And I'll see you guys next time.